Okay, we're all familiar with using the lead clip kind of system for creating a semi-fixed setup, if you like, creating that traditional bolt rig that will allow the lead to release if the fish becomes snagged in some weed or in a snag or so on. These lead clips have a really nice design in that the tongue section here is very, very flexible, meaning that when the lead is trying to be ejected, that they pull off really nice and easily. There's no shoulder there as there are on some lead clips. Also, this design has a hole through the middle so that when the swivel is firmly pushed into place, one of these pegs can simply be pushed in the hole like so and then just snapped off. That means that the swivel will always stay in the lead clip and the lead will be the thing that comes away from the system, making sure that it's incredibly safe. Comes with a nice tail rubber that you would always wet the lead clip and the tail rubber slips on. It's made out of really nice soft silicones, making sure that that will always come off nice and easily and the tongue can come out, making sure that lead does eject. But there's something else that's really unique to Solar, and that is this running rig adjuster that fits into the front of the lead clip, automatically changing this from a semi-fixed system into a running rig system. Now, running rigs are a really favourite presentation of mine. I believe that they do fool carp that are used to pricking themselves on a fixed lead system and then sit there trying to shake their head and eject that hook. And I believe they can do that with a fixed lead system. With a running rig, they find it a hell of a lot harder. But the downside of a running rig in a weedy lake is that on the take, the lead can stay in the weed bed and the fish can go hurtling off through various other weed beds and get yourself in all sorts of trouble. The great thing with this system is you still have the lead eject properties of the lead clip, but you still have a running rig system. You can see here that this is your hook link, there's the swivel sitting inside the adjuster bead there, and there's the lead clip system. And all I do further up my leader, in this instance it's a fluorocarbon leader, you could use all sorts of different leaders, the unleaded is another brilliant one to use, is a couple of these float stops back to back. Solar line stops, there's two different sizes to meet whichever leader requirement that you have. And what happens is as the fish moves away and the lead and clip system slide back up the leader, they will hit those two float stops. If the lead becomes tangled in the weed, it really easily ejects the lead, making sure that that system is really safe. So if the fish goes hurtling off through weed beds or gets in any other kind of trouble, the lead isn't going to impede the fight. And you'll actually find that the fish will come up in the water above a lot of that weed and you've got a greater chance of catching the fish. So a really, really flexible system here. You can fish it as a semi-fixed system or as a running rig system. Either way, it will eject the lead, making sure that rig is safe. And that is just such an important point when constructing rigs.